Was a whopper of a game last night going on the girls' side between Mannheim Central and Ephrata over in Mannheim, as those two teams were kind of battling to see who was going to hold on to the top spot in Section 2. And it took an amazing shot from Mannheim just to send it to overtime. I was able to get video from Jeff Reinhardt himself. Here it is of LMP Sports. This is the final 10 seconds of the game. Maddie Nyer has to hit this shot just to send their team to overtime, where Mannheim would eventually beat Ephrata. But again, this is from Jeff Reinhardt, who was at the game. Eric, this shot saved maybe the section title hopes in the season for Mannheim with under 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I guess it's only fitting that, obviously it was Maddie Nyer that took that game-winning shot. But, I mean, look at the defense by Jasmine Griffin. I mean, multiple times she got her hands in there. I watched this a couple of times. You don't see the end of it, but the other Lady Barons, they're jumping around, they're celebrating. Maddie Nyer is stone-faced, and one of the players comes over, and Maddie actually points at the scoreboard and says, "We didn't win. We're in overtime now." And that game face was still on. There was no celebration, nothing. They knew that there was still another period to go. And, I've said this before. There are certain players that when they step on the football field or they step on the court, they can flip that switch, and all of a sudden they are just in a different mode. And then when that game's over, they can turn it off, and now they're a quote unquote normal person. She fits the bill there. She steps on that court, and it is all business. When the game's over, all right, now you can relax. But until then, no. And that's really what stood out. Watching that till the very end, and I saw that, and I thought, wow. That is a leader of a team right there.
I do agree. And when we saw Bruce Morgan tweet out that they were headed to overtime, we were both kind of shocked because of how lopsided the game was the first time around when Mannheim went into Ephrata and pretty much shut them down. This time around, Ephrata used a 19-9 run in the second quarter to take the lead at the half. And then, of course, that shot had to send it to overtime. Mannheim wins overtime by a margin of 7-3. Jasmine Griffin led everyone with 26 points in that game. Maddie Nyer had 25, Tim. So that game must have been absolutely electric for the crowd over there in Mannheim.
Yeah, and especially, so the Ephrata Lady Mounts scored their last points in regulation at 5:42 left in the fourth. It was actually 46-41. Right before Maddie Nyer hit that shot to send it to overtime, she hit a 3-point shot. Actually, there were so from the 5:42 mark, Maddie Nyer scored all the points for both teams to tie it up at 46. And you're right, Eric, when I saw that video today, how many times, I think it was 2 or 3 times, did Jasmine get her hands in there, almost poked that ball away, and somehow Maddie got that shot off. But a 19-9 run, and also TC, I think, didn't score at all. 0 points. So just a strange turn of events. But if Ephrata just hits one more free throw with like 5:42 left, or they win that ball game, and we are talking different. But the best players come to the forefront, and that's what Maddie Nyer did. Good to see Jasmine Griffin, though, score 26 points against them. She really must have taken charge in that game.